Hello everyone, and welcome back to another of my pick a card reading. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to talk about what are your dreams trying to tell you. We all dream even if we don't remember it, and perhaps this could even be a message for what you need to know at this time. But before I get started, hello Jasmine, thank you for stumbling upon all my cards. Hello. So sorry about that. But before I get started, I just wanted to say that only for today, I actually have my most budget-friendly reading available on my Etsy shop, which is the 10 minutes reading. So if you guys have ever wanted to have a reading with me on a budget and you guys have like 2 or 3 questions, so that is the perfect reading for you. If you have followed my channel and check out my community post, you know that I made that reading available for all my subscribers before, so for the weekend, and for you guys who are just tuning in right now, it's still available, but just for today. So if you subscribe, you always get updated about these promos that I do quite often actually for my Etsy shop and my private readings. All the links are down below, so check them out in the info box. All right, so let's get started and select our pile first. We have pile number 1, then pile number 2, and pile number 3. Pause the video if you need and meditate on the cards, and let's find out together what are your dreams trying to tell you, or even what your spirit guides and angels are trying to tell you through your dream state or through signs or synchronicities. Okay, put it however you want. This is the message that you need to hear right now. And yeah, let's see each other in a second. Hello pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. So let's figure it out together. What are your dreams trying to tell you? I'm going to start with the tarot if you guys are new and move my way up with the oracles. This is usually how we do over here, and of course you're going to be able to see the cards really up close, and don't worry about it. I'm going to show you first the card and then give you the interpretation, because otherwise the autofocus will go bonkers all the time and everybody hates that. So let's get started and see together what are your dreams trying to tell you. Oh, wow. First of all, we are starting with 2 major arcana. I show you all the tarot. So we do have the star card, Aquarius. It's the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, Aquarius. Beautiful. And then we have the Judgment card. I love it. This gives me a lot of Scorpio vibe. It doesn't have to, but it's just something that popped in my mind. And then as the last tarot, we have the beautiful King of Wands. I love it. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay. And a very strong Leo, of course, because we got the lion right there. So now that you saw the tarot, let's talk about what are your dreams trying to tell you. Something major is about to happen in your life, pile number 1. When every single time that I see the star card or even the world card, I know that something major is about to happen in the client that I'm reading for, or even when the readers do it for me, I see the star, I'm like, wow. The star card is not only the card of Aquarius, but is a card of wish fulfillment, is a card of alignment, is a card of literally your soul speaking through your dreams. So I don't know what you've been dreaming about, but probably either it could be for some of you, and this is only a specific portion of pile number 1, but it could be that with the star card you identify as a star seed, and there is a chance that partially in your dream state you're actually either experiencing something that happened in a past life in other planets or dimensions, or even you're dreaming about parallel lives, parallel realities. If you guys want to know more about parallel lives, I actually have a free video over here on this channel, and possibly even on my other channel, A Radio Alchemy. So check it out. Just write down parallel lives, Neyah Visions, and you will find it. And I explain everything about what it means to be a star seed and what it means to experience parallel lives, including in the dream state. It's a very interesting video. So for a portion of you, pile number 1, it is very, very possible that perhaps you're dreaming about people you have never met, worlds that you have never seen before, and something that is connected to the universe at large. In some of these dreams, the starseed had, even for Dolores Cannon, which is an author and an hypnotherapist that have talked thoroughly about the work of starseed on Earth, they even dream about being completely floating in space and in the universe. So with the star card, high chance chances is that you probably are having some of these dreams. Now, it could possibly be that if you are having these dreams, that you are even experiencing, like I said, you're dreaming people that you have never witnessed before. And there is a chance that actually some of these people, you are going to meet them even in this existence. They could have completely different bodies, completely even different personalities. However, you feel deeply connected to them. They can even look the same. It is possible for some of you. But what it is important is that you guys feel an immediate connection, a telepathy, an empathy for each other without explanation. And this could be because either you share a past life or you are having parallel lives where you are actually with these people. So your dreams are showing a lot. Now, for those of you who might not be interested in aliens or star seeds or anything like that, the star card is really showing you that you are about to manifest your dreams. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you might even go up, go to bed and listen to music and envision the things that you want to experience. And later on, those visions are translated in a slightly different way in the dream state. And if it is indeed like this for you, pal number one, I just want you to know that your energy of manifestation, pal number one, is becoming so powerful that very soon you are about to see those visions come true in your reality. Now, let's say, for instance, I'm not seeing this for you, but it's just a general no. Let's say, pal number one, you're having some nightmares. Or let's say you're having good dreams and sometimes you're having nightmares. Nightmares are a way, even for the subconscious and for the soul, to purge some of our fears and to process and heal those fears, or even things that are related to past lives, if you believe in past lives. And they can be an effective mirror to understand what are you really afraid of, so in the conscious state you can address it. So I'm saying this because if you are having nightmare, perhaps don't think, oh my god, those nightmares are gonna come true immediately because Neyah has predicted this. Chill out. It could be that some of these fears might end up coming true. However, only if you feed them. So because they're coming true only in the form of dreams, remember that the dreams are classified in different type of dreams. And I have made a specific video about this where I explain to you guys the difference between premonitory dreams and dreams of the subconscious. Most of the time you're having dreams related to the subconscious. Therefore, everything that you dream is a facet, is a part of you. So if you are having nightmares, do not be afraid. The only suggestion that I have for you, pal number one, is to understand that you are a powerful creator, and therefore to address those fears. So with a dream diary, by remembering your dreams so in other words, you can just address them, and you can face them so they don't end up getting manifested, okay? So that's a side note I wanted to tell everybody. Now, in a general sense though, the star card is very, very positive. So I highly doubt that you guys are having nightmares or that many. I really do believe with the star card that you are aligning with something big, that it's about to manifest, that you, pal number one, perceive as a wish come true. Now, I have to see the other cards, but I have to mention this, okay? We have the Judgment card and the King of Wands. So usually, traditionally, the tarot were made in a way where the king really represented a person, not just an energy. And this I teach in my e-course, Co-Creating Your Reality. Now, the more we experience metaphysics and the more we have studied the tarot, we know that the King of Wands, the King of Cups, and so on and so forth could definitely symbolize also energy. However, for many of you, it could be that you are dreaming about a reconciliation with the Judgment card towards with an individual that is precious to you, which is symbolized by the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a very charming man. Usually they work in the entertainment business. Could be men or women, that obviously. And especially in this tarot, he's got this very deep eyes. He's basically have almost like green or gray eyes. It doesn't have to be, but I'm just mentioning it. And with the lion, they are leaders. They are leaders in whatever it is that they're doing. They are very stubborn. They are very passionate. So this is the energy, okay? So the Judgment card typically represents a reconciliation. So for some of you, this could be the meaning of the dream, especially if you have wished for it with the Star card. For for others of you who are not interested in this, with the Judgment card, you are dreaming not only about a wish coming true, or you're getting prepared in the dream state to see your manifestation coming true. And with the Judgment card, most likely this manifestation has to do with your sense of self, with your sense of self-worth. So your dreams and your spirit guides are activating the sense of self-worth, like your life values, okay, pile number 1. And you are meant to be here. There is a reason why you're here, and there isn't any small jobs for spirit. We are all here for a reason, and you definitely are one of the souls that it's doing a very important reason. And it could be that they just want to awaken you to this purpose. Sorry, my English. And with the King of Wands, they want you to gain your power back. So they are prepping you. Can you say that in English? They're prepping you, yeah. They're preparing you to take in a position, maybe even in your career field, of leadership. And so the symbol of the lion is the symbol of passion, adventure, as well as leadership for you. And for many of you, either the chameleon or the lion could even be your spirit animals. So this is very intense. Now, obviously, I also have to mention that because we have the King of Wands, if you are thinking perhaps about someone in specific, because remember, this is a general reading, it could be that you're dreaming also this person, and this person is also dreaming you, or definitely thinking about you. It could be for some others of you with the King of Wands that you are dreaming about a person that you have never seen before. But with the Judgment card, chances are that you guys met in past lives. If you believe, if you do not believe in past lives, chances are that you guys are definitely going to meet, because the Judgment always gives me reconciliation vibes. So it really depends. That's why I put an emphasis on the Star card, pile number 1. It really depends on what it is that you have wished for, okay? And imagine this wish getting developed. All right? Getting developed in the form of manifestation initially through the dream state for you. So my question to you, pile number 1, is what have you wished for? Are you ready to get it? And comment down below and say, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I am ready, so you can manifest it. And my animals are just going crazy as usual on this video. They're part of the show. So let's see another card for you. So I have the card of 44. So that could be a number of significance. When I see 444, or you could be a life path number 4, or you could be even a life path number 22. Usually for me, this is a symbol of perseverance, of consistent, of focus, and of spiritual guidance and protection. And over here we have Ushuptis, seek assistance. So perhaps for some of you guys, it's hard for you to believe that whatever you're dreaming about, it's going to come true. Now, this could be because you had failures in the past, especially if we are discussing about career, or maybe because you have lost hope about a particular dream coming true. Whatever this is, they are making you dream this wish coming true because you don't believe in it. Now, with the seek assistance, there are various ways in which you can seek assistance. You can seek assistance from the spirit world and just go to bed and say, if this really has to come true, show me again and again and again, and I promise you that your soul will show you this manifestation coming true. You can ask for specific signs, and the trick to ask them with, oh my god, my English, the trick for asking for specific signs is ask for them, allow them to happen. Meaning, in other words, you ask and you forget about it, because the more you're going to think about it, where is the sign? Where is the sign? Where is the sign? Chances are you're not going to see it, okay? But if it's really meant to happen, you ask for it and you say, you know what, whatever. And most likely, if it is going to happen, you're going to see it. Now, obviously, it could be a coincidence for some of you who are more skeptical. Good if you are, that makes you an independent thinker. So take it this way. You see it once, fine, take a note. You see it 2, interesting. You see it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, definitely that was your sign. This is usually how we do it, and I think it's really powerful if you do it in this way, and will build so much confidence in yourself, in your soul, and in the relationship, pile number one, that you have with your spirit guides and your team. Seek assistance also could mean that sometimes you need the objective opinion of someone that is connected to the spirit world. You can seek for astrologer, numerologist, psychic that you resonate with. That could be that also you possibly could ask someone to just shed some light about the situation that you are dreaming about, in order, or even a professional, a psychologist, in order to interpret the dreams with you. That might be really, really beneficial, because I see that they are preparing you for something big to happen, pile number one. And the reason why they are preparing you through the dream state is because you're having resistance on a conscious level. Like, I feel that you have been so depressed or so down for so long that you literally don't believe that anything positive can happen to you, or even anything out of the ordinary, anything special. But they want you to believe, pile number one, that you are special and something special can happen and will happen to you. So they're preparing you through the dream state. Okay, so let me see if I can gather anything else. It could be because I see a lot of green and a lot of blue. So whatever it is that you're dreaming about is affecting your emotions as well as your power of communication. There is something powerful that needs to happen in the heart chakra and the throat chakra. So it's all about the way you shine into the world and the way you communicate to others and the way others communicate to you. So that's very interesting. We also have the card of be assertive. So I know that the light is so bright and you guys can't see it, but like, I promise you, this is the card of be assertive. And she's like wearing a mask. So they want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you the truth to the dream state, because maybe, pile number one, a lot of lies have been shed in your life and within a particular situation that have made you feel like you're not worthy, you're not valuable. And hold on a second, because the light is so bright. So now that the light is a little bit better, you can see the card of be assertive. There you go. I didn't lie. So I feel that they want you to know the truth also about a particular matter, because I feel that in the past, like I said before, you weren't feeling valuable because somebody or something, or a failure of some kind, whether it is in regards of relationship or in regards of career, you felt that whatever it is that you were doing wasn't good enough. You weren't good enough. And with the be assertive, like I said, it's the throat chakra. It's your ability to speak. It's your ability to reclaim your power, to reclaim your light. And with the King of Wands, to feel like you can finally lead the way and have that light really strong in your arm, okay? To be proud of yourself, because you are made for something so much bigger than what you have currently experienced. And you shouldn't allow anything or anybody to diminish what you're doing or devaluing you and telling you lies. I feel, because I know that this card tells be assertive. However, she is holding a mask. So it just gives me the impression of lies, deception that you have witnessed in the past. Like, even if it is involving a specific individual, it could be that this person said, I don't want to have anything to do with you, or I hate you, or there must have been some arguments, must have said something really bad even about you. But in actuality, they weren't really thinking that. They just wanted to hurt you. Now, the question is not why they did that, but the question is, why are you there with them in the first place? Why are you with a person that is hurting you and it's not able to share their true feelings with you? That is the real questions that, in my opinion, they want to address for you in the dream state. Why you, your wonderful self, full of light and full of things to experience and to give to others, why were you there with this person in the first place? If that is the case. And through the dream state, they want to show you the truth, even about a specific individual or a specific situation. And they want you to reclaim your value. They want you to show you that yes, you can have what you want because you value, okay? So this is what I am seeing. Also, I am seeing the spirit of the horse. So this could be actually your spirit animal. And it just gives me the impression that through the dream state, you are freeing yourself from fears. You're freeing yourself from limitation. And they want you to experience back your power, to experience back your freedom, because you have been suffocated by something or someone, or even, like I said, by the failure of the past for too long. So through the dream state, you are, this is number 33, which is also the connection to ascended masters. It could even be that you're dreaming about a particular ascended master. Whatever it is, they want you to know that right now, as we're speaking, freedom is yours. And freedom equals to, I am the creator of my own reality. What we perceive as reality, it's never an objective reality, but it's only my perception. And objective reality, at the very least, is the sum up of people's perception in source mind, but it cannot even, because objective reality, as for science, it's like something that exists beyond a person awareness or perception. So you are only perceiving what you can with your physical body, but there's so much more that you're actually not able to hear, not able to see. So whatever you believe is reality, just reprogram yourself and understand that everyone's perspective, it's their own perspective of reality. Therefore, the perspective of someone is not better than yours. It's just different, okay? So even if somebody, let's say, has made you feel like you were invaluable, that's their perception. That has something that has to do with them, but it has nothing to do with you. I know, it's mind-blowing. Has nothing to do with you. The way people judge you has nothing to do with you. Has to do with their perception. Now we can do another question, which is, why am I offended or feeling sad about other people's perception? That's because we're social creatures and we just want to be loved and seen for who we are. But you have to understand that this doesn't happen for everybody, like with everybody, sorry. But it happens with the people that are on the same vibrational length as us. So the more you will address why was I there in that painful situation in the first place, the more you will heal within, the more you will align yourself with people's perception that are similar to yours, and they will be able to see your beautiful light the way spirit guide sees it. Am I making any sense over here? I hope I'm making some sense for you, pile number one. So this is what I'm seeing. They want you to break free from whatever it is that you were told. So for whatever it is that made you hide, that made you feel that you were different, that you were invaluable, that you weren't enough. They want you to break free. And they are doing this by showing you through the dream state, pile number one, that your manifestation equals star card. Your wish will come true. And they are preparing you for this big wish that you have made in the dream state. Okay? So the last card that I have for you, it's number 2, the card of Vishvamata. And this is a beautiful card from the Kali deck. And I love this card because Kali over here, she is not screaming. She doesn't have her tongue out. She is peaceful. She's beautiful. But look at her eyes. Her eyes are so deep. She's almost like not even looking with her eyes, but she's looking with her third eye. She knows the truth. She's seeing beyond the veil. And she's bestowing a gift of grace and blessings towards you. That's literally what this card actually means. To overcome any obstacles and to see things from a different perspective. From, we could say, even a higher perspective with this third eye open. And the third eye gives me the impression of the dream state. In the dream state, you're actually seeing what is going to happen clearly. You are touching reality, the reality that your soul wants to experience. But Instead, because you're shutting down your third eye and only opening your conscious eyes, your physical eyes, in what you call reality, you are limiting yourself. Kali is telling you to close your eyes and open your mind, because through your visions, you will see where your soul wants to guide you and where your soul is leading you. So this is, in my opinion, pile number one, what your dreams are trying to tell you and what your spirit guides and angels are trying to tell you through the dream state. Okay, I hope this pick a card reading resonated with you. Private readings are down below, and I see you guys later in another of my pick a card reading. Bye. Okay, pile number two, welcome to your reading. Let's figure it out together. What are your dreams trying to tell you? So if you guys are new, usually I start with the tarot. I show you the cards very up close, then I give you my interpretation and we clarify with the oracles. So let's get started. Pile number two. Your tarot are, okay. So we have the Three of Pentacles, first card, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Very interesting. Then we also have the Three of Wands, so 33, the number of expansion. It could be also your life path number, and the Nine of Cups. Okay. So your dreams, what I'm seeing with these three cards, are quite confused. Like sometimes you remember them, sometimes you don't remember them. Sometimes they seem very sure and they make you feel very happy about waking up in the morning. It seems like you have a grasp on them, you understand them. And sometimes they seem very odd, very far away, to the point where you have difficulties even remembering them with this true three. And this are the representative, this way of you dreaming is the representative of your mind. It's the representative of what is happening within your mindscape. There is a part of you, pile number two, that believes that it can manifest reality, that believes that what you want, pile number two, is gonna come. And it's very structured, it is very organized, is sure about it with the Three of Pentacles. And it's able to build up this energy and to lead it towards manifestation. But there is another part of your mind that doubts constantly with the Three of Wands and sees your manifestation as very far away, as not possible, and as intangible. So through the dream state, your mind, in my humble opinion, is trying to make peace with this two part of yourself and it's trying to unify yourself into, yes, you should be grounded, however, you should also believe in yourself. Now, it could very much be that for many of you, pile number two, and with the Three of Pentacles and with the Three of Wands as well, you are about to see some sort of movement forward, or coming actually, of some good news in regards to career, or in regards to something that you wish to build. Now, this could be building a relationship for sure, but for many of you, in my opinion, has to do with finances, has to do with your place in the world, has to do with career. And even though sometimes, pile number two, you see this dream of yours very far away, in actuality, what your dream state and your angels and spirit guides are trying to tell you is that you are building this dream on a day-to-day basis. Everything that you're doing daily, do not take for granted, because it's basically building what you want to come. Even if it doesn't make sense immediately in the present moment, nothing really goes to waste. And I can give you multiple examples of this. Like, I had so many jobs. Like, I've been a makeup artist, I've been a musician, I've been a waitress, like I've been without a job, and everything that I did really helped me out shaping what I am doing today. I studied acting, which helped me out to become a better speaker here on camera, and the music part helped me out really understanding things like Photoshop, and I know, believe it or not, but it did, and working with computers every day. Everything that I did really led to this point, and perhaps even this point where I am right now will lead to the next one and the next one and the next one. So pile number two, your dreams are trying to unify yourself and to make you understand that nothing goes wasted, and it's not because you're not having the life that you want to experience right now that it's intangible or is never going to happen or is so far away from you. It's actually closer than what you think, and it's made of your karma, which means it's made through your action, by your action. Okay, okay? And in fact, as the last card in progression, you have the beautiful Nine of Cups, which does indicate wish fulfillment, is the minor arcana for the Star card. It indicates feeling free, feeling joyful, feeling accomplished, feeling that you are finally on the edge of someone really significant, because the 9 comes before the 10. 10 in numerology especially represents the actual manifestation in actualization. Number 9 is that moment before, it's that energy that you just feel that it's coming, it's there, and it's gonna happen, okay? So you have to, your dream state are trying to make you tap into this part of yourself that is whole and complete and knows that one step at a time, that dream, that thing that you want, it's just there. It's that 9, it's about to come. So by unifying yourself, by unifying your skeptical mind with the mind that works hard and really believes in what it's doing, and by unifying this two part of yourself and not feeling separate within, through the dream state, you will have access much more to that sensation of the 9, to that sensation, it's almost there. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. Like Ariana Grande sings. But seriously, if you interpret it in this way, that song, it's true. I want it and I got it. She believes in it. Now, the reason why she believes in it is probably because she has a lot of money, but it doesn't matter. Probably she didn't start, I don't know her story at all, so I apologize. She didn't start up by being nobody, and like everybody really, even though nobody is nobody, but you know what I'm saying. And then she became what she became. I don't know how she did. I don't care. I don't know her story, but I'm just saying, she sings the song, I want it and I got it. And this should be the process pile number 2 that inspires you to do the same. I have a video on Radio Alchemy for free where I talk about the technique that Steve Jobs utilized to manifest his genius into the world, and that changed the world, the way we live the world, the fact that we have a smartphone, the fact that we use our day-to-day technology in the way that we do is thanks to him. And I have witnessed him having all of these products because I was born in 1990, and I do remember life before the internet even, and after the internet and after social media. He made something that everybody thought was just like fantasy real. And the reason that he did is called alternative field of reality, of what many people call the law of assumption. But I like to call it alternative field of reality because this is really how he coined it in a way. One of his colleagues coined it for him. And this is what he was doing. And it just works. And it is this same concept of saying, I want it and I got it. And if you will do this technique, anything will come true, because what we see as reality is never objective reality, not even for science. It's just the perception that we have of what we think is reality. And I just go and watch that video to know more about it. It's on my new channel, link down below. So the dream state are trying to make you understand what I explained in that video and what I'm trying to explain over here in this pick a card reading. They're trying to make you feel less separate from that inner part of yourself that knows that if you want something, you got it. Whatever it is that you want, okay? Today could be something, the next day could be another. Now, on a much more bigger, higher spiritual perspective, I think that it is important that we go beyond just I want it and I got it, and we use what we have in order to help other people and in order to bring some sort of benefit and expansion into this world. Because for you, being 3-3 or number 33, what is going to be important in your life, pile number 2, is to bring expansion to other people and live the expression of expansion within the universe as well. But this could be a topic for another pick a card reading. Just keep that in mind, okay? Don't stop at that shallow level of manifestation. Just go a little bit beyond that, because I think pile number 2, you're totally capable of doing that, and you're actually meant to do that to a certain extent, okay? So let's see other cards as well. So we have the card of choose a new direction. Very, very interesting. And the reason why they're saying choose a new direction, it's because your doubt is limiting yourself. So through the dream state, what it's happening to you, like I said, your soul is trying to unify itself through your conscious experience. So through the dream state, it's trying to tell you, stop doubting yourself. Stop seeing that what you really want, what we want as a soul. It's not intangible, but it's closer than what you think. But somehow on a conscious level, pile number 2, I feel that you have a little bit give up on something, or you have a little bit give up on yourself. And through the dream state, they just want to unify your conscious state with your soul, so you can align yourself and see that what you want is not intangible, is not impossible, but it's more possible, and you're actually building it day by day through your effort, through your perseverance, and through your commitment. And in later years, you're going to see the result of this focused commitment and perseverance. So really choose a new direction when you think about yourself, because there is something that you're doing, perhaps that they're showing you through the dream state as a warning even, that needs to be reconsidered about yourself, really, because I'm not seeing any other people necessarily involved, but this is very much about you and the perception that you have about reality and the way you're going into what you perceive as reality, or where you perceive it as real. Now, I also have another card that says, I don't want to suffer anymore. So pile number 2, it could be that a lot of your dreams are also talking about healing some sufferings and some trauma. Now, what is trauma versus what is sad or painful? Sometimes people do not necessarily make this distinction, but we just talk trauma, it's trauma, but we don't necessarily grasp what it means to have a trauma, instead of what it means to have a bad day or a sad moment. What is the difference? Have you ever thought about it? What is a sad moment and what is a trauma? If you want, just comment down below and let me know your perspective on this. In my opinion, what trauma is a sad, or much more than sad, a painful moment that you have experienced somewhere in your life that gets repeated in your mind over and over and over again. Probably every single day. A trauma is that painful experience that you have experienced frozen in time in your mindscape. And it makes you trapped because you cannot let go of it. You cannot let go of that experience. And even though in the sense of time, that experience is in the past, it's gone, it's long gone, it's still existing in your mindscape, and your body, because of the way the brain functions, experiences it over and over and over again in the body. And this is why trauma needs to be healed, and this is why trauma is such a limited condition for people to experience. Think about rape, abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. It really takes a toll on someone's body and mind, because the person awareness is keeping experiencing the suffering every single day. Imagine, it's almost like you have a time machine and you are in a sort of hell within your mindscape where you are obliged to do the same thing every day, to experience that painful thing every day. It's our perception of hell. If you think about it, trauma is hell. And so what it's happening is, most likely you are traumatized about something and your soul is screaming from the inside, I do not want to suffer anymore. I want to take a new life direction. I want to see that what I want is not intangible. I want to go, I want it and I got it. But because of the experiences, or one particular experience that I had in the past, I feel frozen to experience it over and over again in my mindscape. Now, if this is your case, pile number 2, I highly suggest you to just go to a professional. Trauma cannot be self-healed in many times, just cannot. You need to talk about it with someone professional. You need to heal it. It could be a healer, it could be a psychologist, whatever it is that it's your cup of tea, okay? But if you do not want to suffer anymore, pile number 2, if you want to make a new life direction, and you know it is the time to overcome this trauma, just do it once and for all and ask for help, okay? Because really, you are about to see, if you do this, if you overcome this trauma, you do some shadow work even, you are about to see and experience more liberation in your life, and to just say, wow, I don't have to experience that thing over and over again. This is not what defines me. That painful experience, it's not me. That painful experience has happened to me. However, that painful experience doesn't define me. I do not have to experience it over and over again, and I do not have to identify with it over and over and over again. what I am right now is what I am right now. I am, yes, in a way, the byproduct of my experience, but those never identify me as a whole. They're just experiences. But obviously, just saying like this, it's not gonna help. Like, it's gonna help for a while, but you need to seek for assistance if you feel that this suffering is too deeply rooted within yourself, okay? So that's also what your dreams might even tell you, to seek for help, to seek for assistance. Then we also have Min, the fertility god and creation of ancient Egypt, and he's got this thing up. We are not gonna mess, and thunders. So it could even be 18 plus. Some of you are, your suffering is in regards to something that happened to your body in a sexual way, without getting too deep into it really, but it could be that you are wanting to really change your direction and overcome some trauma that is related to your body and to your sexuality as well. This is what I am seeing. Whatever it could mean for you, pile number 2. So your body is trying to heal this. It's trying to take a different direction and to find back creativity, to find back fertility, the fertility of thoughts, of ideas, of renewal. It's almost like through the dream state, you want to purge this trauma and you want to go back to your own liberation and back to a more creative expression of yourself. But the thing is that you need to understand about your dreams is that you are actually doing it every day with that 3 of Pentacles, and what you want is not intangible. It wasn't even precluded from you. It was just that you are frozen in time from a bad experience, and the dream state wants to show you that you can overcome it. And maybe you're even redreaming this experience over and over again so you can purge it. Okay, this is what they're trying to tell you, in my opinion, through the dream state. Then I also seen the card of the spirit of this animal right here, that is the porcospino in Italian, so I don't know how to say it in English, but help me out in the comment section. And we have the mind of the beginner. So you see, like, your dream state are speaking. I said this at the beginning of the video. Your dreams are telling you something about your mind, and the way your mind is playing tricks on you is making you believe that you are on the right path when maybe you're not. And it's making you believe that the fact that you have given up on something is the right thing when it isn't. You know, this is what I'm feeling for you. And you need to tune in back to your wholeness and to stop suffering so much about something that needs to be healed, okay? And maybe go back to a simpler way of living and thinking. Maybe through time you were someone that perhaps when you were a child or when you were younger, you were someone very naive, or that you simplified things a lot and people called you superficial or shallow for it. And then you had a tendency throughout the years to overly complicate things to compensate for what other people told you and made you feel bad about. But here's the thing, like, it's not true. Simplifying things, usually, it's what masters do. If you think about the greatest teachers of all time, they have simplified really complicated matters for the masses. And the reason that is not because they were shallow, but because they had mastery over that particular subject. And once you have mastery over a particular subject, you do not need to express it in complicated ways, because you want to be understood by everyone. And you want everyone to understand that particular subject. Otherwise, if you just have to speak in complicated ways, you will probably only feed your ego, and you will only be like, I only want to be understood by this people that understands this concept at this higher level. Now, obviously, understanding deep concept and complicated concept is beautiful, and we need people like that. However, we shouldn't call people shallow simply because they want to live a simpler life, or they have simpler way of speaking or expressing themselves. They're more naive, they're more pure. Everyone has their own beautiful perspective, and everybody has a place in this world that it's very, very important. So also what I'm feeling that your dreams are trying to tell you is to go back to that simplified life. Now, of course, you're never going to go back as you were. as you once were, because you've changed and we are constantly all changing. However, you can go back to more simplicity. You can go back to ease down your thoughts a little bit, because it seems to me that your mind is becoming overly complicated. You're overly analyzing things. And yet again, pile number 2, this is limiting you and it's limiting your manifestation. But if you change direction and go back to a simpler way of thinking, a lighter way sometimes of taking things and experiencing, even while you're also healing that trauma that keeps repeating in your mind over and over again, you will see that you will recoup a lot of creativity, and a much more fertile moment in your life will arise from this. Okay, then I'm also seeing the card of Chinnamasta. Chinnamasta is from the Kali Oracle deck, and this goddess tells you that it's time to cut off what needs to be cut off from your life. And you see, she's headless. Somebody just cut her throat and her mind is somewhere else away from her body. And this is because I feel this has to do with your trauma, pile number 2. It's almost like what your body had to experience was so painful that you literally feel disconnected from your body even, and your mind is somewhere else. So your dreams are trying to tell you, we need to feel whole again. We need to reconnect your head with your body. But the head needs to be purged, needs to be renewed. So chop off anything that doesn't serve you. Heal that trauma so you can skew that head up in your body and feel renewed. Because the way we think, our ideas, our thoughts affects first our energy field, our body, and then our outer reality. So your dreams are trying to heal you. Your dreams are trying to show you how to heal you, to see that what you want is not intangible, to make you stop suffering anymore, and to make you go back to a purified, simpler, lighter even way of thinking, because you have analyzed and complicated a specific matter. Now we can stay here and talk for hours about this topic, because I actually feel that there is a lot to talk about, and this is why I feel pile number 2, you might even want to seek for assistance and for more guidance on this, or like I said, an assistance from a professional in order to really go to the root of this trauma and cut it off completely, so you do not have to experience it over and over and over again in your mindscape, okay? And also then within your body, because remember, what we think we experience in the body, for the brain doesn't understand that what we are dreaming of, or what we are perceiving, what we are thinking and envisioning so strongly, it's not happening in the now. Like for the brain, everything is happening right now. For our body, everything is happening right now. So this is why trauma is so painful. You understand? So think about this for a second. I am traumatizing my body over and over again by thinking about this. How can I do to get better? I'm not saying you have to do it in this moment. I do not have to say it's easy necessarily, but it can be easy. You just, you make your own reality. You make your own perception to a certain extent. So why am I doing this to myself over and over again? And seek for assistance if you feel that it's too big to handle by yourself. Okay, this is what I see for you, pile number 2. I hope this reading resonated and makes sense. My private readings are listed down below, as I said before, and I see you guys later in another of my Pico card reading. Okay, pile number 3, let's figure out together, what are your dreams trying to tell you? What are your spirit guides and angels trying to tell you through your dream state? If you guys are new, I'm going to start with the tarot and move my way up with the oracle. You're going to be able to see the cards up close, so don't worry about it. I'll show you the cards first and then I tell you. So you have 4 cards, very interesting. So let's see what is up with your dreams. So we have the Strength card as a first card. Okay, Leo. Then we have the Page of Swords. Okay. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, pile number 3. Then we have the 7 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, so you are feeling, whether it is through the dream state or not, but you are feeling like moments like reality is frozen, like nothing is happening, and you have to wait and wait and wait to see yourself or a particular matter or situation blossom. I feel with the Page of Swords, usually the Page of Swords is a student, someone that research, is even considered a stalker of the deck. It could be that like someone is interfering with your dreams, like there is somebody coming in your dream state because they actually want to dream you and they're thinking about you so heavily, so they just come up in your dreams even unrequitedly, and this is making you feel like you need more strength, like you're just like you are thinking, you're pondering about the situation with the King of Swords, and you have isolated yourself perhaps, or you are dealing with a lot of shadow work. That's what I'm seeing. And you are waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting. There is a lot of like stillness, so you don't want to act, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to say anything, but somebody really wants to communicate with you. And I think that this could even be a spirit guide that just enters your dream. There is a strong level of communication that they want you to know something. There's someone that wants to tell you something, but you have disappeared. You're not there. You're not in their radar. So the only way to communicate is through the dream state. Or maybe the only way for your spirit guides and angel to communicate with you, because you're not listening, is through the dream state. So it could even be that you are dreaming about somebody that tells you, listen, because I'm hearing this word, listen. And you are undergoing also a lot of changes within yourself, like an inner metamorphosis, and you're just waiting for the right moment. You're waiting for something to blossom, but something, it's not happening. You feel separated. You feel that something is far from you. But it's similar to pile number 2, but in this case it's like maybe you have put yourself far from something or for a situation. It could even be that through your dreams, say you are studying something with the Page of Swords, you are discovering inner parts of yourself, you are discovering much more about the subconscious, or even you're literally learning something from the Akashic field, whether it is an instrument, another language. You are diving deep. This is what I'm seeing, and it's all happening underneath the surface of your subconscious. It's not conscious. So you might even feel like you wake up in the morning and for some odd reason you feel very tired. You don't understand why you're tired. You don't understand why you do not have energy. And this is because in your dream state you are discovering a lot. You're doing a lot of things. And this is helping your inner transformation, that it's preparing you for something that it's about to happen in the conscious state. However, like I said, I'm also seeing that there is somebody that wants to communicate with you. This could be, like I said, could be a spirit guide, or it could be someone that you know or you don't know, but there is someone that is entering your dream state that wants to talk to you. And really, like, because these are cards of communication, and they cannot communicate with you. Perhaps maybe you block them, maybe you don't see them, maybe you live far away from each other, maybe you don't know them, whatever it could be, but they're stalking you, they're checking up on you, and because they cannot find you, they're trying to do it in the dream state. This person could even be into witchcraft or magic, and they know how to enter the dream state. I have a video actually for you guys, so on my Patreon, to know how to enter someone's dream. Now, obviously, don't use it for negativity, but I know how to do it. So if you want to learn from me, it's on my Patreon. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing, and it does work. And so yeah, it's very interesting. I actually, like, you're the first pile, but I need to clarify further these cards because it's happening like on an intangible, ethereal level. You know what I mean? Pile number 3. It's not clear. You give me, even though the card is not here yet, but you give me High Priestess vibes. Like you are psychic, or you know, you're studying even your own capacities, your own spiritual gifts. You might even dream about the spirit world. There's something that's happening way down the surface, you know? And you're wondering, you're pondering. I'm seeing the God Shiv for some of you guys, the meditator. So you might even meditate a lot, or you are connected to this God, to this dimension of consciousness. And that there is someone that wants to communicate with you. But it's like you're not there. You don't want to. You want to think about yourself. It's very deep. Let's see, any clarifier, Spirit? Ooh, we love it as a clarifier. We have the Empress card. You are an Empress. Gender don't matter. Remember, we do energies here. So female or male, both, doesn't matter. So with the Empress card, it is about abundance, fertility, new ideas. You are this. You are the Empress. You're more than a queen. You're like a diva. You know, an energy diva. I've never heard anybody say this, like an energy diva. What does that even mean? You know, you're glowing. That's what I'm trying to say. You're glowing. You're an energy diva. You're a diva with your energy. And when I'm saying diva, I think about somebody like Whitney Houston, like the queen, like that powerful voice. She was so beautiful, so stunning in her energy. She was like so beautiful, but just her energy was so beautiful. That's how I see you when I read that card. Your energy is so beautiful, and this is why people are attracted to you. However, with the Empress card, it could be that you get very drained because people want to take from you. They want to be with you. They want to understand what is your secret, what is your light. They might steal even from you, and so you decided to retreat for a while. Even in the dream state, you said, no, I don't want to communicate because you're taking too much of me, and I need to regain my light back. I need to understand why I am the way that I am, what I should do with this light, and how can I help other people. You're very smart. You're very wise. You're wise even beyond your age, and so you're pondering about what should I do with this light. And the dreams are helping you out, connecting, in my opinion, with the spirit world, with that Empress card, in order to give you like visions about what it is to come and what you should do next for others, not just for yourself. Sure, the Empress could talk about pregnancy. So for some of you, it could be that you're dreaming about your future child or your future children. Okay, that could be. That could be. And it could even be that they're going to be with this person who's trying to reach out to you, but you're just saying, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Not yet. Not yet. Then we have the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So these two cards tells me that some of your dreams are actually nightmares. And it has to do with somebody that you have cut off from your life, or that has ghosted you, or has disappeared from your life. Because it's just what it is. It's just what I see. It's about a situation that you feel you couldn't handle, that is giving you nightmares. But I have to tell you that we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You are telepathically communicating with this person. You are connected on such a deep level with this person that you cannot even imagine. Like, you might even be twin flames or soulmates, even though I don't like to stick with those labels for too long, or to sit with them for too long. But you know, you guys have Neptunian vibes to me. Like, somewhere in your chart you might have like a Neptune connection. There is like a spiritual bond. So even if you guys, let's say, are separate for years, or you're separate from an ocean, you will dream about each other. You will know what each others are doing, even without checking on each other. And you are trying to cut off this connection because maybe he has hurted you, maybe you cannot be with this person, and this person instead is trying, even on a soul level, I'm not saying on a conscious level they're trying to reach out, but on a soul level with the dream, they're trying to reach out. They do not want to let you go. So you might even have nightmares of them holding you or appearing in a dream that has nothing to do with them, things like that. It could be for some of you that your soulmate will never incarnate, but it's on the spirit world. So they come as a spirit guide when you are facing those nightmares. Let's say that you have a nightmare where you're losing yourself or you're scared. You see this light or you see this person and you feel safe. That's your soulmate on the other side. Maybe they have passed away, or maybe you have never met. You will never meet in this lifetime. Unfortunately, it does and it can happen, and they come for you. They come for you. But sometimes it's too painful for you to see them in the dream, so you just cut it off. And in the meantime, you want to focus on yourself and on your inner transformation, so you can utilize this beautiful light that you have for helping others, for creating something that is of value to a community, is of value to a lot of people. I'm seeing Aquarius energy. I'm seeing, sixth house energy also from astrology, the house of service. Okay, let me get another clarifier. And it's all happening on a very subtle subconscious level. It's almost like slowly through the dream state, you are understanding your psychic abilities, you're understanding these gifts, you're understanding how to use them. You're inner explorer. You're educating yourself about the Akashic field through the dream state. You are, you're educating yourself about how does this work? How can I teach to other people? And we have the Temperance card and the Wheel of Fortune. And you are seeing angels. So you are even clairvoyant. And also with the Temperance card, it just gives me the impression that it's happening very slowly for a while. And it's been happening slowly. And you have to wait and build from the inside your gifts. You have to understand them deeply in order to utilize them. However, with the Wheel of Fortune, very soon a shift is going to happen. And all of these dreams are preparing you to this shift, are preparing you to your destiny, to your dharma. I see the Wheel of Fortune as this as well. It could even be good fortune will happen, new opportunities will happen. But you are rebalancing all that is you through the dream state and learning as much as you can about the skills so you're going to utilize in actuality. And it's about to open that door. That's what Spirit wants me to know, wants you to know. It's about to open. You're just building it up from the bottom, from the shadows. You're building it up, and people will only see that beautiful tree. They won't see what it's underneath that. The roots are in the subconscious, in your dream state. So this is also what your dreams are trying to tell you. It's quite complicated, I must admit. Now let's further down the line of this topic. Okay, I have to tell you that the specific message that I have for you, pile number 3, is I am back at the right time. I told you I am seeing a twin flame or a soulmate or a spiritual bond related relationship. There is somebody that is reaching out with their soul first on the dream state. And they are telling you, do not go energetically. Don't go away from me. Don't go away from me. Stay here because I will be back. I will be back at the right time. But consciously, nothing is happening. And it won't happen for quite a long time maybe. But they don't want you to go. They don't want you to forget about them. They don't want you to go energetically because they're saying, I will be back. But I will be back at the right time. So this could even be a specific message for somebody who needed it, but it's worth mentioning that I am seeing a spiritual connection. And it could even be with the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress card that they weren't ready energetically, but it could be that you even have a shared purpose together. And the time has to be right. The time has to be right for you. The time has to be right for them. So you have to trust in the mystical powers of the universe in this sense. Now, we also do have the card of forgiveness. So it might be that you feel angry towards this person, or you feel angry because you have hidden and you are not ready yet to experience that Empress that you are. So you must forgive yourself and forgive the other person, or forgive the situation, whatever it's going to be for you, pile number 3, because forgiveness will be the doorway of love, will be the doorway of the new opportunities with that Wheel of Fortune. You are cleansing yourself, you're healing through the dream state, and you're realizing and understanding why certain things have to happen in a certain way at a certain time. And in this way, you can let go of anger and frustration and the fact that you want it right now, and understand the bigger picture that the universe has for you. Okay, that's what you need to do, and what I feel it's happening also. Now, I also have the card of scrying, true future, divination and psychic ability. And obviously this is a card, scrying is a divination tool. I talked about how to scry and the technique of scrying through my video about the crystal ball, that it's even here or on my Patreon. And like I said, you're seeing the future. But For some of you, you have premonitory dreams. I must tell you this. So that is you have premonitory dream. But also with the scrying, you are seeing things beyond the physical. Through the dream state, you are seeing the Akashic field. Like I said, you're communicating with the souls of other people. So when you see them, for instance, in the dream, you don't see them, they're conscious them, but you're seeing their souls, and so you are able to communicate with them with much more honesty and authenticity. They're telling you the truth, and you are seeing the true future and what it's going to happen to you. And at the same time, with that Empress card, I feel that you are becoming a student of your own perception, a student of yourself, so you can let me figure it out. Why am I dreaming this? Why I'm seeing the spirit world? What does it mean to be in the spirit world? What does it mean to be in the spirit world, in the dream state, and alive? How can I teach this? And it's all meant to happen for this greater reason of making you the teacher in the future, or making you the leader with that Empress card, with your ideas and things that you're going to discovering from within and about your spiritual gifts. I see a very strong connection to the divine for you, pile number 3, through the dream state as well. And we also have the spirit of the libellula, which I don't know how to say in English, but the lullaby. So the lullaby is next to you, and it's number 22. Truth transcends any illusion. And where is truth? Truth cannot be in this reality, because with these physical bodies, we are not able to perceive objective reality. Truth can only reside on a higher perspective that it's beyond the mind and beyond the body. So, in the non-physical is able to perceive the physical objectively, because it exists beyond the physical world, and it is connected to Source, which perceives it all. And it is the extension of everything. We are the extension of her, of Source. So truth transcends reality. Through the dream state, you are seeing the truth. You are seeing the truth about people. You're seeing the truth about situations, matter, non-physical world, the spirit world, and you need to trust it. Okay, pile number 3. Trust me, from a psychic. I've been psychic since I was born. You need to trust it, because it's true. And you need not to allow other people to tell you the contrary, because this will put you on the wrong path. And it just reminds me of what Brian Weiss said in his book, Only Love is Real, when he was doing a past life regression, and the soul speaks through this guy or through the girl, I don't remember which one of them, and says, in some lifetimes I allowed the judgment of other people to affect my choices, and that's the greatest mistakes of all time, because I realized when I died and when I was back in my spirit that I knew all along what I should have done, but I allowed other people to live my life rather than live it myself, and I made the mistakes. I lost the people that I loved in this way. I made poor choices for myself. We know, even Vivekananda used to say that your greatest guru is inside you. Do not bow on anybody outside of this greatest guru that is inside you, which is your soul, because your soul is the extension of Source, is unlimited and knows better, has experienced more than what you have experienced consciously. And when you connect in the dream state with the truth of the matter, with the spirit world, where you connect with angels, with that Temperance card, you connect with the soul of people that are actually telling you how they're feeling. You are seeing the truth about them. Now, it could be that they won't act upon it. They won't act on their truth, on the truth of their soul, and that's okay. That's also part of your lesson, pile number 3, to let it go and to understand what really free will is all about. But on the other hand, you have this incredible tool within you to see from a higher perspective, and not everybody can say that. They can have that. And you can access this, you can access the Akashic field, and you can help people through your gifts. So through the dream state, it's almost like you're going to school. You are learning about this wonderful gift that is psychic abilities, okay? This is what I'm seeing. And if you had some premonitory dreams, write them down. They will come true, and you will be shocked. You will be shocked about, my God, I cannot believe. And the way they come true is sometimes, how can I say? I'm going to give you an example, okay? I remember a couple of months ago, I dreamed about being with a person, and you remember there were only black cars, and I remember we were in a street that I thought was China or it was Tokyo, and there was only Asian people, okay? And I wrote it down, and I couldn't really realize what that all meant because I've never seen this person. I remember this person was a friend, but I just don't remember why a black car, why the Asian people. I do not live in Asia. What is going on? But later on, what happened is that I actually met that person, as it happened to me over and over again. So if you heard these examples millions of times, because everybody that I meet, I probably dreamed before. Like my ex-husband, I dreamed it before I met him, and everybody really. And so I met this person. We were friends for a while. But the funny thing is, I started moving with Uber, which is a black car, and I've never even moved with Uber in my life. Like, I didn't even know that in my town I had Uber. I know I'm completely like, I live in another planet. When I explain these things to people do not believe me because they're like, come on, you don't know that Uber exists? And I'm like, no, I didn't. I know, just bear with me. I didn't. I started moving with Uber, which is only black cars, at least over here in where I live. This person only moves with Uber, at least when we were friends, and lives in a place when there are only Asian people. So I was like, wow, this is mind-blowing. I have dreamed about this particular scenario, going in there and laughing with this person and being on an Uber. I've dreamed about it before, but the way I dreamed about it was symbolic in a way, or it was very similar, but what happened, it is similar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're dreaming about things, and the image that you're seeing in the dreams are very vivid. Like, the symbols that you're dreaming, like Asian people, are multiplied. So once you arrive to the future, to that experience, you reconnect it immediately. You're like, that was a predetermined dream. Like, I saw it. I knew this was going to happen. And usually when I tell people about this, they tell me that I'm absolutely batshit crazy. But I'm not. I promise you, I prove this stuff to people that I have written down my dreams with the day, and I photographed it, and later on they actually happened, and people were shocked. Like, my friends were like, it's hard to believe these things, but this has happened. You wrote it down before. And it's just mind-blowing. So you might be similar to me in a way, and you might experience all of this. Please write them down. Become a little bit of a scientist of yourself so you can understand better these capacities, and you can help me out also as well to spread them and to share them and to help so many people that are born with disabilities and they don't know what to do with them, because there are so many children out there and young teenagers that are born with disabilities and they're lost. They don't know how to talk about it with their friends. They don't know how to talk about it in their family. All they have is probably YouTube. They don't know how to train themselves into understanding these perceptions in the future, and it can be very traumatizing, like it was for me. I've made a video where I explain everything about this on my Patreon, my experience as a psychic and the downfall also of this experience. So if you have this gift, know that it's not just for yourself, but it's also for helping other people, but helping people like you that don't know what to do with it. Okay, that's something that I recently discovered about this entire matter. Okay, so pile number 3. Let's wrap up this reading with your last card. And we have the card of 12, Kali Yantra. And in my opinion, this card indicates your capacity to connect with your divinity and with divinity at large. I really feel you might even be connected very strongly to the goddess. You might even dream about the goddess. And what the goddess is suggesting you is to analyze your dreams, to understand that yes, you are having premonitory dreams, and to ground yourself with this yantra through mantras and prayers. Mantras and prayers will help you out understand yourself better and ground all the wisdom that you're receiving through the dream in your actualization. Okay, So this is what I see for you, pile number 3. I hope it makes sense and it wasn't too weird or too spooky. Talking about spooky, probably next week I'm going to post a pico card about Halloween. So happy Halloween if you're watching this pico card in October like I'm doing. And you know, yeah, private readings are down below, and I see you guys next week with another of my pico card reading. And keep in mind, you're never wrong if you follow love. Bye!